vehicle is too heavy. So for you to balance the COG of the vehicle, center of the gravity of that vehicle, you have to operate with the spirit leg. When you are lowering the ram, it is pressure. So everywhere is pressure. You have to confirm the area or the place of the rear vehicle so that when it is... I was talking about the CTIs machine. In the toilet, we are going to discuss...
Side? Very high? Yes. Are you feeling the pulse? Should not feel the pulse, huh? It's very important, especially when whenever they get refreshed, it's like refresh a course.
So first of all, you clear the weapon. Clear the weapon. M249. Go safe. Push the charging handle forward. Lock. Take care of the charging handle so that it can have a long life for durability. So, class, as I earlier told you, when assembling the gas regulator with the piston on the back, forward, up, one knee, start stripping, bolt carrier assembly, barrel assembly, receiver assembly, attached together with the trigger assembly and the bar stock or buffer So more practice, and everything will be okay.
Wazi. Boginare. Governor.
Thank you.
¿Qué hacemos? Tú que ya llevas más tiempo. Permítame decirle si es posible que venga mi gente y que mi gente se ponga atrás.
He's asking if he can have some of his. Al lado de.
Aya, position. Take position. Position. Good. Most of the buildings here, they are snipers. Yeah. Meters.
900 kule.
Ndio sababu tukaweka hizi bunduki hapa
area here is
in
good.
case they
This area.
Kuna watu walikuwa wanaongea lakini yako is more urgent than theirs. What do? You break. Now you don't do it for them to complete. You do what is never given to do there. So what do? We must behave what you must know the color signs ya mwenye wanataka kuita. In case you don't, so any information that you think is critical, you don't think to do what?
Theirs. Are you together? So if theirs is more urgent than yours, you do what? Good. So those are the standard procedures of operating this.
Tuko hapa na machampion wenzangu hapa Haiti bana jo. Tunawakilisha 254, Big Up Prezo, Ruto. Tuko hapa tunakuwakilisha pia. Hatuna pupa. Si hizi vitu tumezoea. Hii ni nchi yetu. Lazima tuwakilishe na maboys wangu hapa hivi. Mambo ya Haiti si mbaya. Hapa ni mboka tu.
I'm a medic. We are here in Haiti. We came last week and we are safe. This is a nice place. We are also collaborating with the team that came before us, and the work has been good, and we are adapting in this area.
So it's a morale booster for having our ladies from Kenya who are here to help us fight the gang. In fact, it's a morale to all of us, even to us as troops and even to Haitian population. It's very good and we really appreciate them, and they're ready to work with us. They're very supportive and they're very eager to work with us.
We are carrying on with a lesson pertaining communications because mainly police work is done through communication. Even in the battlefield, we do it using communication and use our gadgets here, the radio communication equipments, which are categorized into 2 long distance and short distances, so that we can communicate within and even with far away. Now, communication is a very vital department in any institution, and in the police work, almost everything is done through communication, whereby if you want to know the troops where they are, you can raise them through communication. And the importance of this radio communication is that they are not easily tampered with. So the enemy, unless they know our frequency and they possess the same gadget, they cannot know operations.
The weather at Haiti is fine, especially a northern personnel, individual from northeastern. The weather is the same, and personally I'm enjoying, feeling good of the area.
I'm a medic, and since we came on Saturday, the stay has been good. So right now I've been doing some orientation and also training on TCCC, and it has been good.
So we've been catching up and being told what to expect, and we are looking forward to it and very much excited for what lies ahead.
It is not that they are not acquainted. It is not that they are not acquainted with this firearm. It's just to refresh so that they may be able to use this firearm effectively against the enemies and safely while among us ourselves. We'll be taking through all our officers through all newly acquired firearms so that they may be able to discharge their duties accordingly.
Ningependa pia kushukuru rais wetu wa Kenya kwa kufacilitate mission kwa kutuleta hapa. Hakuna ile maneno mbaya tumeona so far. Na kazi ni ile tu ya kawaida kama Kenya.
Hakuna lolote ngumu huku. Sisi kama NPS tunajiamini na tunawakilisha NPS kwa ujumla. Tukianza na afande wetu Otunga mpaka kwa sisi wadogo, tunajiamini na hakuna shida lolote.
Wenzetu pale nyumbani, nchi yetu ya Kenya, tunawaambia sisi tuko salama, hakuna shida yoyote tumeona. Kitu tunaomba tu kwa pande yenu ni mtuombee, mtuweke kwa maombi asubuhi, mchana na jioni. Kitu kingine, sisi kama askari, sisi ni binadamu. Tunafanya kazi kulingana na ile masomo tulipewa.
We have pre-deployment curriculum that is they're being taken through before they join, and we have in-mission curriculum. In-mission curriculum, like the team that came from Kenya, as we are talking right now, they've been taken through the human rights issues. They've been trained by the ICRC. They are going to be trained on issues about weapon handling. They are going to be trained on driving. They are going to be trained on other things that will now help them to navigate and understand the terrain where they're going to operate. And all those, we have put measures in place. And as we are talking right now, the new teams are being undertaken through all those curriculums. So that by the end of the day, within the next 2 to 3 weeks, they are ready for the mission to be deployed.
The challenge we have here is something which is doable, although it's tough, but we are also tough and we are equal to the task. And we are seeing light at the end of the tunnel. Soon we will realize that it is done and accomplished the way it was to be. There back at home, we majored it with banditry and terrorism. But when we come to this Caribbean area, it has a major challenge of threats of gangs. So you must bring them to the dynamics of the local security challenges, the local security threats. So basically the trainings which we have here is just orientation kind of training to help them address the threats that they have.
Haitians, like Africans, they take us like their brothers, and we came to assist them so that we can eliminate those gangs. We have been able to pacify this area, although we got challenges, but what we have done, I think, good work. What you can see when we came here, the whole place here was bushy, and we had to secure the workers and the civilians so that they can renovate this building. This building is a very important building in Haiti because it is the headquarters of PNH. So you can equate it to Vigilance House or Jogo House in Kenya. It was taken over by the gangs, and but we supported the Haitian National Police and we reclaimed it.
Ha sido una buena experiencia.
It has been a good experience so far. We've been able to interact and relate to each other despite the language differences.
Pero estamos comprendiendo.
But we are now working on being able to understand Swahili.
Estamos aprendiendo y
we have been learning and we will continue to learn for the duration of our time here collaborating with Kenyan forces.
The IGPNH was a no-go zone. In fact, when we captured that IGPNH, the citizens through the social media were saying, how can it happen? What kind of force is that can dare to go to IGPNH? And as we are talking right now, the renovation, refurbishment, and everything is being done for the IGPNH, and I have my troops of MSS currently occupying the IGPNH.
I've also provided some support in terms of translation. But it is a very interesting experience. They have been quite they have been adamant that I must leave this place, being able to speak at least the basic amount of Swahili. Habari yako, eh? Did I say it correct? Yeah, habari yako. This is the main one, the salutation. Yeah, of course, hakuna matata. Thank you. This facility for the MSS is an important step forward in the restoration of security in the Port-au-Prince area and the wider Haiti, because from here it offers the MSS strategic importance in terms of the ability to project its security mechanisms farther into the Delma community and down into downtown, over into the port area, and even farther than that, down into the southern part of Port-au-Prince. In terms of the working relationship with Kenyan forces on the ground, well, what I can say is that I have been able to collaborate and get some good work done with some of my colleagues like Mr. Onsarigo and a few others who are currently in other locations.
Okay, picture ready. Military police of Guatemala.
Mira, ladies, acepto. Póngase aquí atrás, cierren.
Okay, yeah.
En apoyo a la Policía Nacional de Haití.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Muy bien. En este momento, Guatemala. David. Señor, creciéndonos más en fe y haz tu voluntad sobre nosotros. Sellamos esta oración dando gracias Padre, gracias Hijo, Espíritu Santo. La sangre de Cristo tiene poder. Amén y amén.
Amén.
Gracias. Están en Washington, bendice cada uno de los que están apoyando. Padre, te lo pedimos en tu nombre, oh Jesús.
Sahi.
Hawana huruma.